100,000, you know?
Okay, and that's more than minimum wage in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's way more than minimum wage in Jamaica.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm with Shevair. He's my Uber driver for today, and we're just gonna talk to him about Uber in Jamaica, what it's like being a driver. I'm a passenger, so we're gonna tell you about the experience. So Shevair.
Yeah, hello guys, you know? Really need a haircut right now, so don't look at me anyway, you know? Yeah, but yeah, I'm an Uber driver.
Okay, I have a few questions for you, and I'm just going to turn the camera. So while we drive through Kingston, I'm going to ask you the questions.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Alright, when did you start driving as an Uber driver?
Well, I started driving as an Uber driver probably around 5 months ago.
Alright.
Yeah.
How has your experience been so far?
It has been a good experience, you know. To be honest, Uber is better than a 9-to-5 job right now. Like,
Why you say that?
yeah, better than a 9-to-5 minimum wage job right now.
Tell me about
No, my G, me not. Yeah, me not stay say I know, my G.
I know we're not part of the place, Mama Dan, man. I can't want to see how they do this, because God bless you, no, Mama, brother.
Alright, we have a windshield wiper feature.
Yeah.
Alright. Tell me why you think it's better than a 9-to-5.
Yeah, because of, you know. Well, to be honest, because of the, you know, a 9-to-5 job is basically, most of the 9-to-5 jobs are basically minimum wage jobs, you know, most of them. And, you know, doing Uber, everybody would understand, doing Uber is better than a 9-to-5 job. Money-wise, monetary-wise, it's better than a 9-to-5.
Got it. Tell me about like a monthly salary on average, how much you can get, because you're doing it for a few months now. You would have said like you passed probation, don't?
Yeah.
So how much you would have make like on average on a good month?
Alright, so the way the payment works is that you get payout every week. You know, you get a payout every week, and a good month. But to be honest, you don't really have slow months but probably like January, but you have slow weeks though, if you understand. So on a good week you can make up to like 100,000, you know?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
So on a good week you can make up to like 100,000, you know?
Okay, and that's more than minimum wage in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's way more than minimum wage in Jamaica.
Okay, and that can pay bills. So how do you become an Uber driver?
Alright, so what you have to do first, you have to download the Uber driver app. So you do have an Uber app for the passengers. You have an app for the drivers. So you download the Uber driver app, and then basically you just enter your car information. You have to have your insurance up to date, the registration, and you're gonna need a picture of your driver's license. Also, you're gonna need to get a police record. You have to have that clean police record, because they do not want to invite any criminals on the app. As I stated, they try to protect you, the passenger, as best as possible.
Is it a specific car that you have to have, or your car? What are the features of a car that considers you okay or eligible to be a driver? Because I know you have like a Kia Picanto. You can run that as an Uber.
What?
You know the Kia car, them, the little Picanto?
Oh, yeah, you can.
You can use any car.
You can use any car.
You can use truck.
Well,
I mean, I've been speaking me up before, you know.
Yeah. Alright, so to be honest, you can use any car as long as the car is older than or earlier than 2000. So if it's 1999 go straight down, it's not gonna work. You have to use a car 2000 older.
Okay. Or newer.
Yeah, 2000 or newer.
Yeah. Okay, I get that. So 2000 or newer. You have a specific app as the driver, different from the app as the passenger. You sign up, you put in your car information, they ask for your ID and them something there.
Yeah, they ask for the driver's license. If you're gonna, the only way they ask for your ID is if you're trying to change your name on the app.
Okay.
Say you made a mistake, you need a letter or something, or if the name that you email that you use to sign up on the app, sometimes you know that you use a nickname on the email. So to change that name, you're gonna have to provide your ID.
Okay.
So, Yeah.
Okay. Do you have to wait a certain time for approval?
Yeah, probably around 24 hours. Approximately 24 hours they have to wait for approval because they have to check, they have to do their checks to make sure that you're a good person to accept on the app.
Okay. Car, newer, from 2000 come down,
Yeah, from 2000.
register ID TRN, get verified, and then start, and you're good to go. And then do you have to do a certain amount of trips for the day, anything like that?
No. So Uber is, you're basically, when you're doing Uber, you're basically your own boss. It's not like some people might think it's like you're working for them and then they pay you. No, it's not exactly like that.
Okay.
So it's close to like operating a taxi. So you go on the road, you work anytime you want, you come off it. It's an app. You just go online, you select, you press the online button, and you're online, and then you might get trips daily. You might get trips daily, trips following trips, so trips after trips, and you can do up to like 20 trips per day. Yeah. So once you go offline, if you're not feeling it for today, you go offline. Uber app gives you 12 hours to work.
So each day you have 12 hours?
So each day you have 12 hours.
And you can go up to 20?
No, you can only work up to 12 hours.
Oh, okay. So that's the limit?
Yeah, that's the limit because they want you to take some rest.
Okay.
Yeah, because you know that's some driver.
Them go hard. Uber, on time, in drive, different services exist, but which one you think is better in terms of somebody trying to become an Uber driver and a passenger?
Every one of them have their perks, you know. Every one of them have their pros and their cons. But to be honest, the safest option for me, I would say, the safest option would be Uber.
Why?
Because of security-wise, you know. Uber tries to protect their customers. So that's the reason why they came in with the PIN. So you have to enter a PIN before you can go on a trip.
Okay, alright. And how far can you go on a trip? Like you can bring somebody across the country?
Yeah, you can go across. You can go all the way to Montego. But Uber doesn't work in some of the rural areas. So it doesn't work in some of the country areas.
So like places that probably aren't on the map yet?
Yeah, like places that probably aren't on the. Well, it's on the Uber map, but Uber is not operating in those areas at the moment. So places like Clarendon. I'm sure Uber doesn't operate in Clarendon.
I know it's in Ocho and Montego
Yeah,
Bay.
it's in Ocho and Montego Bay.
What about we talk about rural, but what about inner city communities?
Inner city communities in Kingston?
Anywhere, because I mean it's in different cities.
Yeah. But
does it take you to like Denham Town?
Yeah. Uber,
Trenchtown?
Yeah. Uber operates everywhere in Kingston.
Okay.
But yeah, it operates everywhere in Kingston basically.
Alright, and the driver would only need to choose like whether or not they want to go there.
Yeah, the driver chooses whether or not they like to go to those areas.
And that would be like for example, you ask me if or where downtown exactly am I going before you agree to accept the ride because you don't want to go in certain areas.
That's correct. So I don't want to go into any red zones. What Uber does to protect you, the customer, what they would do is they would tell the driver that we're going downtown, but they're not going to tell us the exact address until we get the PIN, just to protect the information. So if a driver doesn't want to take the ride, they don't need to know your address.
When you're an Uber driver in Kingston, what are the red zones that you should not be going into? If you're new and you're not from Kingston, but you want to try this Uber thing as another stream of income for yourself, which zones should you not be going?
Alright, so to be honest, just what I can say is just to stay in the uptown areas.
Okay.
So please stay in the uptown areas because you know sometimes you might enter a community and you hear a strange. You come in the community as a strange vehicle and then you're trying to search for your passenger. So you're stopping, you're turning, you're looking, you're winding on your window and looking all over the place. You know.
So what are those uptown areas since that list is shorter?
Alright, so the uptown areas that you can say is that you can say that the Papine area, the Barbican area, what area? You can say in the Arfetry, New Kingston area, and the Avondale area.
Red Hills,
Cherry
Gardens, Narbrook.
Narbrook, those areas. Best area to stay.
What about like the main roads like your Washington Boulevard, Hagley Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Those areas are perfect.
And what about longer trips? So like if you're going to Portmore or St. Catherine, St. Catherine overall, where can you avoid in St. Catherine?
Well, everybody know where to avoid in St. Catherine. I can go to Portmore, but everybody know where to avoid.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, Uber does not use your exact phone number. So if I'm trying to reach you, it will provide a generic phone number for us to call. So it's not the customer's correct phone number. Because a phone number that Uber creates just to protect your information. So that when the ride ends, I don't have any information for you.
One thing I noticed the other day, I use a number in Uber that's different from the number on my phone. I was trying to call the driver to tell him exactly where I was, but they said that I couldn't call because the phone number that I'm using to call is not the phone number that I'm registered with.
Yeah.
So I think that could be one of the things that they use to protect people.
That's correct.
Make sure that you're not calling anybody.
Yeah, make sure that you're not calling anyone after the trip. So if you want to exchange information, you guys will have to do that on your own terms.
Understood. Alright. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This was fun. And if I get a ride with you, definitely we'll be taking it next time.